Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we discussed about how to post the entries from the various subsidiary books into the ledger accounts. Now let's discuss the second example of that. So here the illustration 4 is provided. Question says that from the following transactions prepare subsidiary books of Hitesh Trading Company and post them in appropriate accounts. So here is given that is 2016 and in the month of January. So you have to post the entries into the ledger accounts from the various subsidiary books. So first of all you have to prepare the various subsidiary books. So let's see which subsidiary books you need to prepare. So by reading the transactions you can decide which subsidiary books will be prepared. So here goods are purchased. So first of all you have to prepare the purchase book. Then here purchase is also given. Then in third transactions goods are sold. Therefore you have to also prepare the sales book. Then goods were also returned to Nisarg. So again you have to prepare the purchase return book. And goods were also returned by the Devami. So you have to also prepare the sales return book. So total from the seeing various transactions we can decide that total you have to prepare the 4 subsidiary books. First one is purchase book, second one is sales book, third one is sales return book, and fourth one is purchase return book. So first of all make all the format of the books: date, number of the trade, name of the traders, invoice number, LF number, amount for the purchase book. Same you have to prepare the sales book, but instead of trader it would be name of the customers and there would be outward invoice number. And also prepare the purchase return book and the sales return book. Okay. Once you have prepared the format, then start reading the transactions. Okay. So let's start with the first transactions. First transaction says that 1st January, goods of rupees 7,000 are purchased from Nisarg at 15% trade discount. So this transaction would be recorded in the purchase book, right? But first of all, trade discount is also provided. So you all know that you have to deduct the trade discount out of the cost. So calculate 15% of 7,000. 15% of 7,000. Whatever amount you will get, you have to minus that amount from 7,000. So you will get 5,950. So goods were purchased. So you have to record that transaction in purchase book. So come to the purchase book. Write the year 2016, January 1st. So in the name of the trader, the name would come Nisarg account. Amount would be 5,950. Okay, now let's discuss the second transactions. 2nd January, goods of rupees 3,500 are purchased from Jai at 10% trade discount. Against the purchase of goods has taken place. So obviously it would be recorded on purchase book. So write the date 2nd January. Name is it is purchased from Jai. So you have to write Jai's account in the name of the trader column. And amount would be, again you have to minus the 10% trade discount. So calculate 10% of 3,500, you will get 350. So if you minus 350 out of 3,500, you will get 3,150. That amount will be shown in the amount column. Okay, now third transactions, that is 4th January, goods of rupees 10,500 are sold to Kruti at 10% trade discount. So now here goods are sold. So come to the sales book because it would be recorded on the sales book. So here write the year 2016, January 4th. So goods are sold to Kruti. So you have to write Kruti's account in the name of the customers column. And amount would be, again you have to minus the 10% trade discount out of 10,500. So calculate 10% of 10,500, you will get 1,050. So if you minus that out of 10,500, you will get 9,450. That amount would be shown in the amount column. Got it? Okay. Now, next transaction is 5th January. Goods of rupees 7,000 are sold to Devami at 20% profit thereon. So again, this would be recorded in the sales book. So write the date 5th January. Name of the customer is Devami because goods are sold to Devami. So you have to write Devami's account. Amount would be, now here goods are sold at 20% profit. So calculate 20% of 7,000. You will get 700. So here profit is made, right? So you have to add that 700 into 7,000. So what would, first of all, 7,000, it would not be 700 because it is 20%. So it would be 140, right? So you have to add that amount into these 7,000. You will get 8,400. That amount would be shown in the amount column. Okay. Now let's come to the next transaction, that is 7th January. Goods of rupees 900 was returned to Nisarg. The goods which was purchased from Nisarg in the first transactions, now the goods is returned back to Nisarg. So it would be recorded in the which account? Purchase account. Sorry, not purchase account, purchase return book. Purchase return book. So come to the purchase return book here. Write the year 2016, January 7. Name of the trader you have to write Nisarg's account. Amount would be 900. The amount is already given, right? Okay. Next transaction is 8th January. Goods of rupees 600 was returned to Pranav. So goods which was purchased from Pranav, now it is returned back to Pranav. So again this would also be recorded in the purchase return book. So make the entry 8th January, Pranav's account 600. Next is 10th January. Goods of rupees 2000 was returned by Devami. So goods which was sold to Devami, now Devami is returning that goods, right? So it would be recorded in the sales return book. So come to the sales return book format. Write the year 2016, January 10. Name of the customer is Devami's account. Amount would be 2000. And the last transaction is 11th January. Goods of rupees 1200 was returned by Pawan. So the goods which was sold to Pawan, now Pawan is returning that goods. So obviously this transaction would also be recorded in the sales return book. So come to the sales return book, make the entry, write the date 11th January. Pawan's account amount would be 1200. So now we are finished with recording all the transactions in the various subsidiary books. So now what you have to do? You have to total it all the subsidiary books. So make the total of the purchase book. The total would become 9,100. In front of that you have to write total credit purchase. In bracket you have to write to purchase account. Then make the total of the sales book. So the total would become 17,850. You have to write the total credit sales. In bracket you have to write to sales account. Then purchase return book, total that. So the total would become 1,500. You have to write to purchase return. In bracket you have to write to purchase return account. And lastly, make the total of the sales return book. So the total would become 3,200. In front of that you have to write total sales return, and in bracket you have to write to sales return account. Okay. Once you have made the total, or once you have finished with making the subsidiary books, now you have to prepare or post them in the ledger accounts. So prepare the various ledger accounts. How would you come to know which accounts would be prepared? So see the entries. So by seeing the first one, Nisarg's account would be prepared, then Jay's account would be prepared, then Kruti's account would be prepared, Devami's account would be prepared, then again Pranav's account would be prepared. Okay, so you have to prepare purchase account, and yes, you have to prepare purchase account, sales account, purchase return account and sales return account. So the total would become 10 accounts. So you have to prepare the 10 ledger accounts. You have to prepare purchase account, Nishad's account, Jay's account, then sales account, Kruti's account, Devami's account. Then for the purchase return account, in that the entry would be Pranav's account, and sales return account you have to prepare the Pawan's account. Got it? Now make the entries or post them. Okay. So you all know, you first of all you have to decide on which side the account would be posted. So if the account is debited, then it would be posted on the debit side of the ledger accounts, and if the account is crediting, then the entry would be posted on the credit side, right? So in this one, you all know that Nishad's account, Jay's account, then Kruti's account, Devami's account, all are credited, right? So in Nishad's account, Jay's account, for the purchase accounts, for the purchase book, in Nishad's account and Jay's account, the entry would be posted on the credit side. For the sales book, it would Kruti's account and Devami's account, the entry would be posted on the debit side. And for the purchase return account, again it would be posted on the debit side of the account, okay? And for the sales return book, it would be posted on the credit side. So you have to see whether the account is debiting or crediting. Like that you have to decide on which side it would be posted. Okay? So here. So we have already discussed in the last question how to post the entries into the ledger accounts. So I want you guys to try this question by yourself, or try to post them by yourself, because it is very important. Okay, so I want you guys to try this question today, and if you don't get, then obviously I am going to discuss it tomorrow in detail. Okay, so I want you guys to try this question by yourself today, and I'm going to discuss in detail tomorrow. Okay, so if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.